Hey, how's it going everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 8 more glitches that you can do in Elden Ring after patch 1.08. What we are going to be talking about first and foremost is going to be a glitch that you can use to teleport yourself straight over towards the snowfields. Now, how is this possible? If you head over towards the Volcano Manor, you talk to the lady, you pick up this beautiful note here. And once you do, pick up the envelope and you read it, and you'll be then designated to go to a specific spot, which you can find right over here at the start of the game. Now you can travel there from this shack and then head towards this way. Go towards the summon and then activating. Once done, you can then defeat the fella and then go back, talk to Lady Tenneth. After you have done so, she will then reward you with a spell. You can then go back towards the table and there will magically be an envelope there for you to read. Do this 2 more times and then on the 3rd one, you'll be forced to head towards the mountaintops and go against this fella. Once he has been beat, just simply Alt F4 or close the app, reload, and it will ask you to spawn either at Lost Grace or the other option, choose the left side, and then you'll be spawned right here. Yes, this currently still works. I'm surprised as well. Let's go on and talk about the second one, which is going to be right over here towards the Halo Tree, and we are going to then go towards the north. Make sure that you do have a shield. This is the most important step, because we are going to use the shield to skip this portion right here, so that we can then activate the elevator. You want to pretty much block the attack, and I'm terrible at it, but you can only do as much as you can, especially on New Game Plus. Once you've done that successfully, attack from the front, and you'll then slide down, and you'll survive it. Go ahead, take the elevator back up, and now you have a shortcut, and you do not have to go the long ways in order to reach the bottom portion. Fun note, you can actually use this at the Royal Capital to skip straight downwards, so you do not have to hop on top of buildings, but that's just a little side thing you can do. Moving on towards the 3rd, we are going to then talk about a Invader, specifically this one at the Church of Inhibition. I personally do not like this one, especially when I was starting off on Elden Ring. So if you guys have been experiencing the same issue with this guy, then no worries, I'm going to help you out. Just go towards the left here. We're going to jump on the rock, and then we want to simply sprint towards the left, and he'll jump towards it and fall off as well. That easy. Now you have the spear, and it's all good. No worries, no difficult battles. Definitely try this out. You can do this with a variety of invaders, but that one right there is good to go. So let's head on towards the 4th, which is located right over here at the swamps. This is going to be one of the commanders. Of course, there's 2 of these suckers. But this one, once you've taken out all 4 of his buddies, you can then use a bow with poison, or you can use spells. It's entirely up to you. Now, you will be rewarded with the Commander's Standard, as well as runes. Little side note, sure, it could be considered a cheese. And on to the 4th. We are going to be talking about a boss that can be located over here at Celia, Town of Sorcery. I might be butchering that first part there, but But we're going to continue onward here, and we're going to go towards the right of the structure, jump towards the left so you land right there in the middle of the window, then double jump so that you're right here on top of this wall, and we can then jump forward, or you can go backwards and jump down below and survive the fall damage. Just be very, very careful not to go too high and drop down. Just do exactly what I've done here, and you will survive. Take out both of these bosses and you will be rewarded with the Nox, as well as a great staff that you can use early game, and it's right here. If you need an exact location of where I am on the map, here you go. So of course there cannot be a 4th if there's not a 5th bug to talk about. This next one is quite simple. We are going to travel towards Rose Church, and we will want to go directly behind it and attack an innocent scarab that will drop the Bloodflame blade. Once that has been acquired, you can then go towards the Royal Capital and then go towards this painting right here pick that sucker up at the fortified manor. You'll then want to travel towards Windmill Heights, then travel towards the south. You'll see this figure, and you'll then want to pick up the item that he then drops for you. So we have that. We can then head towards Fort Ferroth, or Fort Ferroth, however you say that. I'm just going to butcher it all the way. Next up, we are going to then memorize a spell, which is going to be, of course, the Bloodflame Blade and the Fire's Deadly Sin, the ones that we just picked up. You can then exit out, travel towards the dragon there, straight ahead. We are going to activate both the Fire's Deadly Sin and the Bloodflame Blade. You can do this early game. The only issue is you're not going to have the Fire's Deadly Sin, yet you will have the Bloodflame Blade. Use this to your advantage, and just simply use the Bloodflame and the Fire's Deadly Sin if you have both, which is a great combo because this will lower the dragon's health so fast that this will allow you to then take advantage of the Rune exploit. If you are doing this without Fire's Deadly Sin, it's not going to be as fast, yet you can still do this, which is good. The only issue is you're not going to be able to take advantage of the time. What we are going to do now is hop on top of our mount, yet what I do not recommend is that you do what I've done right here in this clip, where I've activated the Fire's Deadly Sin and then hopped on my mount a little bit later on. You want to reactivate it about midway, so that way when you hop on top of your mount, you are not going to mess it up by just having less damage, or possibly you have to reactivate it, and it'll just be a mess. Trust me, it's terrible. Go back towards the Lost Grace right as the dragon twitches, and you will notice that the dragon is going to respawn, as well as you will be able to pick up your runes. Continuing on, we are going to be covering two things here. So first off, if we head towards the Mausoleum, we are going to travel all the way towards the end here so that we can reach the boss. So let's say that you've reached Moog. What you want to do is go inside. You can attack him if you want. From there, just exit out and then reopen up the game, or the save I should say. And what's going to happen is you will be spawned outside. You'll then take the lift down and then head towards the Lost Grace that's directly there towards the left. You cannot miss it. You will then want to jump down right here on the ledge. Then you'll want to sprint forward so that you land on the bottom ledge. And what I like to do is run towards the wall, because sometimes this can happen. So run towards the wall and then run towards the left, and you should make the jump. I highly recommend that instead of just trying to jump forward, because running against the wall will allow you to not mess up, or possibly dashing backwards or whatever. I would definitely try that out instead, so that's why I had to include that. Once you're over here though, just jump on top of your mount and then go across, head towards the northeast, and we are going to then hop back on our mount, go directly into the hole, and slash away. Most of you have seen this one. The only reason why I'm covering is just to make sure that you guys know that it does currently work. There is yet to be a patch or a hotfix. I just see a lot of things in the comment that say, hey, it's been patched, it's patched, but it's not patched. It definitely works, as you can tell. One thing that does come to mind that I do think a few of you out there are not slashing continuously and you're just letting it idle. Do not do that. Swipe all the way until you see the runes. Pause towards the map and then head to your Lost Grace, or the same one, which should be Mausoleum Dynasty. Now, if you do prefer something a little bit easier, I do recommend that you check out my previous videos on the rune farming methods. There's a few there that you can definitely do, and it's easy. As for the 8th final glitch, it has to do with the Bloodflame. Just use this against any NPC, multiplayer, literally anything. You will be able to take out anybody quite fast with that glitch right there. So thank you guys. I hope that you have enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Most importantly, if you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, turn the notifications on to all. And if you are currently subscribed, I appreciate you so much, and the members as well. I know there's a lot of ifs in that one, but hey, I'm going to leave it as it is. See you all on the next one.